teams in there just because of the name. They're like Auburn, sure. LSU, yeah, who cares that they're garbage? They're like, well, the name alone carries them into the top 25. Yeah. I bet you there's teams out there that are better all around than these teams, but they're like 6-2 record, SEC. We have to
forget the fact that you played. Forget the fact that you played Mercer, Samford, and Kent State.
Yeah, I am impressed that Iowa's made some pretty drastic jumps. I mean, that win against Oklahoma, pretty big. Winning against TCU. I mean, they're something.
Well, I mean, it's a lot like last year with Penn State. Penn State is a 2-loss team, lost to Pitt, lost to Michigan, unranked, beat Ohio State, and then start the college football playoff at 14.
Yeah.
In the AP top 25, they weren't even in there. College football playoff had them at 14.
I also think, and I get this because of where they play in the American, UCF is better than their 18 ranking. If you watch their games, they have a very solid defense. They can hang a large number on you. And, I mean, they're undefeated.
And they've got wins against 2 ranked teams, 3 ranked teams. They beat Memphis. They beat Navy.
Yeah. They were ranked at the times that they beat them. Memphis is back in the top 25 again. But, yeah, I think they deserve better consideration. Not to mention their schedule was all jacked up, and they've been having to make up for it because they had most of their games postponed because their entire living was underwater.
Yeah. Again though, last year, Western Michigan, undefeated. Not even close. Yeah. They didn't even play the winner of the Big Ten. They played the 4th place team in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I don't know how you put USC ahead of Washington State either.
I don't know how you put USC ahead of South Carolina. Mm-hmm. That's bad.
USC is just.
South Carolina is pretty bad.
Exactly. That's the point.
USC does have 7 wins. I don't know that. I can't even. I haven't watched the South Carolina name to know if they've even put up 7 points.
They have. But do you know who's not bad?
Who? Oh, crap. No. No.
There
you go.
Lonzo Ball, 2017-2018 NBA MVP update.
There has to be something better I can be doing right now.
In order to be an MVP, you have to give your best at everything you do. Lonzo is currently in the process of building his surefire Hall of Fame career and launching his soon-to-be best-selling, platinum-selling rap career. At the same time.
Dear God.
He's doing these together. I don't know if you guys know this or not.
Is this all on Ball in the Family?
Nope. But this past weekend, he dropped his new hit single, Get Off. Man, this kid is great. Is there anything he can't do?
Get off?
Get off.
Yeah, go away. He can't do that.
Get off his D, Dan. How about that?
No, I can't because Lonzo Ball is your 2017-2018 NBA MVP, everybody.
Can you download that song on iTunes?
You might be able to.
Do not give him any more money.
Yeah.
Do not.
I haven't given him any money to begin with.
I know, but I'm
give him any more money.
I'm saying it to you. I'm saying it generalized to everybody and anybody.
Chuckles is a sneaker fiend, so at some point he's going to give in. He's going to get himself some big baller brand shoes.
Absolutely
he's going to.
Not.
He has an obsession with
absolutely
Chuckles
not.
is going to get himself some big baller brand.
Maybe
I am going to relentlessly tear into him the day that happens.
Yo, don't even get me started on this. Don't even get me started on this.
You're to notify everyone so we can join in.
How can you ask for
like
twice as much as Jordan shoes? How is this possible?
He's going to do it.
Well, I'll tell you how it's possible, and this is legitimate business. They're making and distributing it themselves. They don't have a way to drive down the cost until people buy more so that they can distribute more.
But the problem is that no one's buying more. When you have sandals for $200, there's a problem.
Hey,
yeah.
They're also...
if that's what it takes to be a big baller.
I mean, honestly,
I want to be a ball.
This was an update from just a few weeks ago. Go out and get those ZO2s. They're now lighter. Lightest shoe you can buy. Go on. Down. Can't be weighed down and be an MVP.
we need to stop giving them free advertising.
So, I've got some more news on Gordon. It says...
On Lonzo?
No.
We're on Lonzo right now.
On Josh Gordon, he can attend meetings immediately, practice starting November 20th, and play starting November 27th. Yes. So he'd be eligible for the game versus the Chargers.
Where they'd still lose!
December 3rd.
here's the
Josh
thing.
Gordon, 200 yards a game, baby.
But here's the thing: do the Browns?
Is that-
since they're the Browns? Do they try to dish them off to a team that's
They can't.
to-
Trade
yeah.
deadline.
Trade
Oh,
deadline.
That
Oh,
just happened.
wow.
It was yesterday, right?
Duh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
could
surprised
cut
they
him,
didn't.
but
Yeah,
why would
they-
you do that?
Yeah, I guess they could.
Or they can do like that crazy Verlander type trade. Because Verlander got traded after the trade
Yeah,
deadline.
I don't understand why there's
Me.
a trade deadline in Major League Baseball because they just keep on trading later on.
Yeah, they're like, we'll
Like,
pay
what's
the
the
fine.
point of that? Like, is
We'll
it
pay the
ceremonial? Oh, this is the day we remember when we had a trade deadline.
There's fines involved and stuff.
Yeah, I think they were counting it as like an enhanced waiver or waiver claim.
Whatever.
Because what it was is I think they released him to waivers
That would
and
be, see,
they were able to pick him up.
That's not possible
and
in the NFL.
Listen, and then
Yes, it is.
they got the compensatory pick or whatever it is from the Astros for him. So that's what I think. That's what it
An
was.
example of it happening in the NFL is what just happened with Hoyer and the Patriots. The Patriots just picked up Hoyer. And
Well, Hoyer hasn't
they
had
were
a job
going
at all
to-
this year.
I thought he was with the 49ers, wasn't he?
Started.
Yeah, they had his rights.
Hoyer was playing for the 49ers.
He was playing for the 49ers, and he was going to be included in the Garoppolo trade, but there was some kind of technicality they were trying to avoid, so they just released him. They cut him, and the Patriots picked him up on waivers because who wants Brian Hoyer? Except for Bill Belichick for some head-scratching reason. He's probably got some
Marvin-
black magic going on. He's going to turn him into the next Tom Brady, which is kind of scary, but...
Marvin Lewis is relieved that the A.J. McCarron deal fell through.
Why?
I would be, because they were going to give up like a second and a third round pick for
Well,
AJ
when you
McCarron.
see the way that Andy Dalton's
That's-
trending,
You
you
think-
don't really want to lose A.J. McCarron. He has
Oh,
proven that he
oh,
could
I'm
probably
thinking
be
of,
decent.
I thought you said we were talking about the Browns coach.
I mean, is something going on with AJ McCarron that I'm not aware of? Is he like?
good.
Yeah.
Not from what I've seen.
No.
He hasn't passed the Dalton line yet.
He's not
No,
even
but
as
he
good as
also
Greg
has-
McElroy.
He hasn't gotten the chance.
To be
either.
fair, though, the Bengals need to address their O-line before they worry about their quarterback situation, really.
Yeah, I guess
To be
that's-
fair,
Miserable.
the Bengals need to reconsider their NFL status.
Oh, this is the best thing I ever heard. Jadeveon Clowney decides to show up as inmate to Texans Halloween party.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good troll.
Yup.
That's
Although
hilarious.
he did say that
hilarious.
he didn't mean it to be a stab at the owner.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I'm sure he
Of
didn't.
course.
And even
I'm
if
sure
it
he
was,
didn't.
do you think have you seen Jadeveon Clowney? Who's walking up and telling him anything?
Exactly. He can do
He
it.
is-
Not what's that kid's name from Michigan? Not him. The helmetless Michigander.
I don't know
yeah.
what his name is, but yes, I know who you're referencing.
I mean, you got to no matter who it is, you got to appreciate that hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was a great
It was a
the fact that
brutal
he
hit.
cemented
It was
him and
great.
just put one hand on the ball, he's like, this is mine now. I own this.
All right,
I'm taking this with me.
Tim B. We have a message
Great.
on Spreaker here. Tim B is saying Andy Dalton starts this year's Toilet Bowl versus Cap. He's that bad.
I don't know about that.
Battle of the hair, though. The ginger versus the fro. Interesting.
He is the rarest of the rare. There is only one ginger quarterback starting in the NFL.
Okay, I was going to say, that's not accurate, because Brandon Whedon's ginger.
Yeah, not starting though.
Yeah, he's definitely not
Is
starting.
he even really considered a quarterback?
What do you consider him, a pitcher?
Clipboard
I don't
holder.
know. Yeah,
What's the equivalent to a professional
a minor level quarterback coach.
Yeah.
So I just have a question now. Do you think Tony Romo makes it more than just this year broadcasting?
Definitely,
Yes,
absolutely.
100%. He's the best.
No,
broadcaster
he does
out
not.
there.
He has a bet. He
He does not.
He's not going to go into coaching. He's having way too good of a time.
Yeah,
doing
that's what you're gonna
this.
say. You think
He's
he's
making
He
good
will
money.
be the Jaguars quarterback coach.
that in a second because it is so much easier to commentate and you make just as
Yes.
much money,
Yes.
if not,
If not
more.
more.
Less
Yeah.
stress, less toll on the life. less on all that.
Unless someone wants to make him a head coach off the bat and he'll make that kind of money, then I think he's gonna be like, this whole commentating thing. I sit in a well, they sit on like a stool, so it's not a cushy chair, but sit around, watch football, and just talk about it because I've been playing it forever, and I know
He's not
you
going to
know.
hit.
He's so good. He could demand that cushy catch.
And
Like, he could-
people love him. I love him. I love
he's
him as a
great.
commentator.
He's
He's
a breath of fresh
fantastic.
air in
We-
the commentating world, like
We
without a doubt.
we have another message from Tim B,
geez.
and I'm going to censor this. If he used an F word for procreate, they'd make a baby carrot
Fornicate?
top.
A baby carrot top, I love it. Does it come with props, or do you have to get the props separately?
And in fairness, he didn't.
Does
Think,
it-
he didn't even think you were going to be able to do it. He goes, "I don't think Dan can read that second one on air."
Does it? The next question.
Clearly said fornicate.
The next
Yeah,
question.
my cousin's top tier class.
The next question I have about the carrot top thing and the baby. Does that baby come out jacked already? Because have you seen Carrot Top?
Oh yeah,
He
he's
is
jacked.
jacked.
He looks like he's on roids. It's
He's
ridiculous.
definitely on
It's
roids.
funny.
Have you seen that commercial for like Geico where they're in the gym lifting and every time it pans to the other guy and goes
Yeah,
back,
I love
he's
that.
bigger? That's Carrot Top. Every time he's in that
potato chip.
celebrity game at the All-Star game, like he's gonna have no neck soon.
He's losing hair. I mean, like...
Oh, surprise! The Knicks are already losing 3-0 and missed a shot. All right.
Oh, against the Rockets, yeah, you guys aren't. No,
Yeah,
you guys
this
aren't winning.
is going to be a.
You might as well just put it on the
a
World Series
humbling
now
game.
because this is.
Season over.
All right.
You don't want to. I mean, it's all gonna be fun and games until something happens to Porzingis, and then the house of cards is gonna fall down very quickly.
In Cantor we trust. By the way, Enos Cantor, what a jerk. Chocolate-covered Brussels sprouts he was handing out for Halloween.
What?
At least it's
That's
chocolate.
amazing. I've done
No!
something similar
Chocolate.
for a Bad Santa game. I wrapped Brussels sprouts in Ferrero Rocher.
You're a
wrapping.
jerk! You're a jerk!
Why would you do
Wait, what
that?
did you do?
I wrapped Brussels sprouts in the Ferrero Rocher,
Oh,
the golden
no. You didn't even
wrapping,
have chocolate
and put
on
them in a
it.
Why would
case.
you do that?
that's
Because
so
it's
mean.
fun to be evil sometimes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
I-
Quick story.
Yeah, you can relate.
Quick story. When I was younger, my dad used to eat Ferrero Rocher, and he'd ask me if I'd want one. I'd be like, no, I don't like it. I'd never had it.
Yeah, as
And I'm
every
like,
kid
no,
does.
I don't. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. So then one day, like a couple years later, after refusing, he convinces me to close my eyes and open my mouth
Oh God, where's this going?
Oh,
and
I
puts
saw a South Park
this is
episode
family
like this.
friendly. What's going on here?
and puts a. I did say that wrong, and I
you that?
apologize. Yeah, I misspoke. I apologize. But he
Your dad's Kevin Spacey.
Oh, definitely not too
That
soon.
sounds like a lawsuit.
yeah, and beep. This podcast has been shut down. No, he convinced me to embrace a surprise food, and he stuck it in my mouth and told me to eat it.
I trust you,
We're
Dad.
not doing phrasing anymore.
And it was wonderful. And I asked him what it was, and the bastard told me it was a Ferrero Rocher. And so I've been hooked ever since.
I'm
They are
fair.
good when you
They're
have them.
They're
amazing.
great.
I feel like I got bamboozled of 2 years of not having Ferrero Rocher.
Well, maybe if you weren't so stubborn about your thought of dislike for it, you would have just tried it.
I know!
Like any normal.
I'm surprised no one came
Child
back to your
explosion.
house and like demanded something else. Like if I opened up a Ferrero Rocher and found a Brussels sprout, I don't care if I was 2 miles away. I'd make my mom drive me back to your house.
Tim B said phrasing. Tim B, I just want to let you know I'm not a cunning linguist.
But he is a master debater.
I am actually. Do you remember my performance in the mock session?
I do.
I killed Steve Sullivan.
So,
Yeah.
actually being sports related, but off topic, I see you did get your free taco.
I got my free taco. Was it Cameron Maben?
It might have been. I don't remember who stole the base.
I think
I think
it
it
was.
was.
Thank you, Cam Maben, for that taco, man. All right. So we're going to move on. NFL scores. I don't think the Dolphins showed up. 40-0.
Really?
Yeah, they did not show up.
I'm pretty sure you probably could have put the Miami Hurricanes in there. They'd done just the same, if not better.
Jim picked up Kenny
That
Stills.
combined with with a J getting shipped out, it's pretty clear what's going on there. Like they've this year's signed off.
Yeah,
They've given up on Cutler. They got Cutler or more. They're just giving up.
They should have started with
Knicks
Matt
take the
Moore.
lead.
Yeah,
They should have started Matt Moore to begin the season.
They should've
Because
never
now
went
you're
out for
throwing
college.
this kid in cold. Basically, Ryan Tannehill goes down. You say to him, are you ready to step up? He says yes. And then you sign Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Like, you just killed him.
And the few flashes that you got from